Hello and happy birthday, those of you celebrating February 2nd as a birthday. This is your Urban Crow Oracle birthday reading, and I am MJ, and we're going to send these crows across the veil and ask them to find the information that will best serve you on your very special day. So first we're going to ask these crows to look at the energy that was really most dominant last year, the energy that created some pivotal situations or events that led you to this moment in time. Then we're going to ask them to look for the information that points us in the direction to what energy will be building for you. What will be the energy that will play a significant role in this year as it's beginning to unfold? Okay, so start off with February and 2nd, 2022. Okay, February 2nd here. Okay, so last year you might have released something significant. This would have been a moment where you recognized hanging on to a past hurt or a past event wasn't serving you, or it wasn't helping you move forward, right? It might have been creating a moment of stagnation. And it was when you became aware of that, all of a sudden emotions began to flood in, new ideas began to take place. And it was in all of that, in that consciousness that things needed to change, you created a path to release, right? You created that energy that allowed for a release of an event or a belief maybe to no longer impact you or impact your decisions or impact how you feel about yourself. So last year, this would have been an important year. It would have meant that you were able to remove blocks. It would have meant that you would have created a channel for you to communicate with higher self, because now you're no longer hanging on to something from the past, right? You created space in your mind for new ideas to come in, because it was no longer filled with something that needed to be let go, because you let it go, right? You were aware of what needed to be let go. And so this year, very interesting. This year we have some ghosts. So, to me, this says that, yes, you let something go from the past, right? You released yourself, you cut that cord. Maybe you did a cord cutting ceremony so that you could create a final cut, right? Where you're able to say, I am done with this. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to untether myself so that I can rise up. And here, for all that work that you did last year, and it was so important, this year, it appears that there might be some ghosts creeping in. And these ghosts, what they do is they don't want to let you go so easily. These ghosts want to reach up from the grave and grab you by the ankles as you are rising up. Having this awareness last year was step one, I think. Understanding what needs to be let go is really important, because then you can identify the areas of your life that are areas that you might repeat, areas where you sabotage yourself, or areas that you haven't been able to move on from. You haven't allowed the grieving process to end in some way. And although it's important for everyone, we all grieve in different ways, release would have meant last year that you came to a realization that something needed to be finalized, that something needed to be let go. And as important as that is, and it's really important, especially if you find that you sabotage yourself, or you sabotage success, or you limit your possibilities because you're hanging on to something that is no longer serving you. This year coming up, you may have had that inkling last year to start doing the work. If you didn't finish this year, what you're going to find is that you're going to be reliving past experiences, and they're not going to give up so easily. They're going to stay very well rooted in your mind. And so the call for this year is for you to figure out how to exercise these ghosts, because as much as you want to say goodbye, right? And maybe it's your conscious mind that's saying, you know, I need to let go of this. This is something that's really holding me back. Your subconscious mind is saying, not so fast. And the ghosts that come up, what you'll find this year is that you'll be home, perhaps by yourself, and all of a sudden you start having a conversation centering around an event that you wanted to let go last year, right? Or, you know, dealing with a person who is no longer in your life, right? They shouldn't be renting, or they shouldn't be taking up space for free in your brain, right? It's like you're giving it up. You're giving up the space that could be filled with something that would provide some more possibilities, something that has potential. But right now, with this ghosts card coming up this year, the awareness needs to be on events that you recognized last year as being detrimental in some way to your growth and your potential, but you weren't able to fully cut the cord. You might have untwined it a little bit, or you might have created, you know, some splintering of that cord, but you never really fully severed it. And this year coming up, you're going to find, you know, just like the ghosts of the past are going to start coming in, and they're going to take up some energy, right? They're going to devour, you know, some of that important energy that you need this year. So pay attention to what you didn't fully release yourself from last year. Yes, your awareness was there. You recognize that's the step one, right? To releasing something, to cutting the cord, the awareness that something needs to be released. Finishing the job, though, requires a lot more work. And this year, if you don't complete the task, you're going to find yourself just dealing with these ghosts from the past and reliving a situation, or having fruitless arguments that lead to nothing, that lead to, you know, there's no growth there. You can't alter events. And this could be someone from your past just keeps wanting you to pay for something if you betrayed them in some way, or if you did something that they didn't approve of, right? This person might not let you off the hook so easily, so you might need to let yourself off the hook. You can only say you're sorry so many times. You can only cry about something so many times. You're not going to alter events. Last time I checked, we don't have time machines. So if someone is keeping you in a place where you don't feel as though an event was resolved, that's on them. Once you make amends, once you say you're sorry, once you do the work yourself to be a better person than you were in the past, you're free. You're able to release them. If they keep coming back to you, wanting you to pay for something that you did, and to punish you for something that you've already been punished for, that's their karma. That's their problem, right? You know, you can't keep reliving this event. Again, there's no way that you can go back in time and change events. Just like there's no way that somebody else can go back in time and change events if you're hanging on to them. If you're making someone else pay for something they did in the past, right? You can't ask them to beg for forgiveness over and over and over. You have to release it. So what I see here with this ghosts card is something needs to be exercised. There is some ghost that's going to come up this year, and it's not going to serve you. All it's going to do is bring to your awareness memories that you can't change, you can't alter, right? The past is the past, and all you can focus on is the present. And that's where that release card comes in from last year. You're starting that path to living in the present. And this year, something is going to drag you back to the past. So be aware. Be aware so that you can focus your energy on healing, on releasing, and allowing this ghost you know, it's space in your memory, but not in your future. Okay, so much love to you. Happy birthday. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.